one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it, because you can.
All right, guys, you'll probably notice something different about my video here. You know something different? I look like Joe Rogan with glasses, don't I? No, so I got a new iPhone 15 Pro Max. I had the 13 before. And the iPhone 15 has a USB-C connector, which I like better because it doesn't wear out like the old Lightning connectors that the 13 had. So you don't have to buy as many cables. But I also found out that my lavalier mic, even with a USB-C adapter for my microphone to plug into the phone, it doesn't work. It still uses the internal microphone on my phone. And that gives an echo. It sounds like I'm sitting in the middle of a room. It's really bad. So you can tell I'm talking from across the room. So, but my teleprompter allows a Bluetooth external mic. My teleprompter does. So I'm using the Bluetooth microphone on these, which does sound better than the internal mic on the phone. So you'll see this on through Saturday, and then I'm going to get my other headset from work, has the microphone that comes down here. I look like an NFL head coach. So we'll see if that microphone is better also. I'm going to get it. We'll see on Sunday how that sounds. But I'm going to be wearing a headset for several future editorials because of the Bluetooth microphone. There you go. That was 25, 30 seconds of explaining. From ABC 11, we get the Fraternal Order of Police recently announced the group has endorsed Donald Trump for the 2024 presidential election. However, not all law enforcement supports the former president. Durham County Sheriff Clarence Burkhead is joining over 100 law enforcement officials nationwide in condemning the FOP's endorsement. That's the Fraternal Order of Police. He said he is endorsing Democratic nominee Kamala Harris. In its endorsement announcement, the FOP called Trump a partner and a leader, saying the organization stands with him. During a Harris-Waltz press call, Burkhead called out the group for supporting a convicted felon over a former prosecutor. He said she understands the needs of the communities like mine and has always had our back. Trump recently spoke to hundreds of officers nationwide at a FOP meeting in Charlotte, North Carolina, and for nearly an hour, the former president spoke about his love for North Carolina and his hope to give law enforcement the power to keep communities safe. He said America's cities are under siege and vowed to change that if he becomes president again, quote, we will restore public safety to our streets. We will bring back law and order to our nation. And we will give the heroes in blue the power to legally protect us and the respect that you deserve more than any other group of people, end quote. Well, there's a few things I have with Trump there saying that. Let me back up because you get older, your memory goes. But I want to nail some things down. He said he's going to give them the power to keep communities safe. Well, that's the problem. Law enforcement has too much power now as it is. Because cops are out there violating people's rights, committing assault, committing battery, violating the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments, particularly the First and Fourth Amendment. And they're being justified by their police chiefs, their sheriffs, their mayors to do it. And then if they get sued, we're getting sued. Bad boy. And the taxpayers pay it. And then they go on and they do it again. So I think law enforcement in America has too much power right now. I think there has to be a better way for checks and balances of bad cops. He said that America's cities are under siege. Some of them are under siege by law enforcement. And people have said it. If you're black or brown, meaning if you're a person of color, not white guy like me, but if you're a person of color, black or brown, they're saying that they have a fear of law enforcement. They get pulled over. They're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And they should. They're going to get pulled out of the car. They're going to get handcuffed. For what? Now get that license plate fixed, okay? He pulled me out of the car and threw me down and handcuffed me for that. But I digress. You get what I'm saying, right? He says he will restore public safety to our streets. Well, one way you can restore public safety to the streets is get these bad cops out of the department. Send them packing down the road. You want law and order brought back to the nation? Fix the law enforcement departments. Get rid of the bad cops. Start telling the good cops, look, if you're there and a guy is a bad cop, if a law enforcement officer violates someone's civil rights or commits assault or battery and you're there and you didn't say anything, you're getting charged. And Colorado did that already to somebody who didn't intervene. Remember that? He got charged for not intervening. You need to start doing. That's how you're going to bring law and order back to your streets. Is you start fixing the police departments, giving them more power. That's not bringing back law and order to the streets. Well, unless you want the people in the streets to say, "Ja, mein Führer," when the police are in front of them, because that's how it's going to happen. And I'm not anti-cop. I just want to point that out as I close this video here. I'm not anti-cop. I'm anti-bad cop. I don't have a problem with law enforcement as a whole. I have a problem with those particular law enforcement officers that violate people's Bill of Rights, that commit assault, commit battery, act like bullies, because I have a badge. I can be a bully on campus. I have a badge. While other cops stand around going, hey, you better obey him. He's going to beat your ass. And nothing happens to any of them. That's what I have an issue with. The cops are out there trying to do right and trying to do the right thing. Hey, keep doing that. But when you see your buddy messing up, walk over, grab his shirt, and go, listen, I'm going to beat your ass if you don't knock it off. You're making me look bad. That's what you need to do. Grow some balls, cops, and tell your buddy to knock it off. That's how you bring back law and order to your streets.